no idea how this is going to present itself. So I'm full of sea salt, is what it is. I am a woman living in Ibiza. I had a spiritual awakening nearly 14 years ago. I felt like I'd been hit by more than a truck. I felt like I'd been hit by the universe. Those last years, I've integrated what I experience. I do feel like I am beginning to embody my higher self. Still in this human body, but I'm beginning to be able to take a step back in life, to make better decisions, and to come through doorways that were once absolutely locked to me. I would always be able to see a higher way. I was very good at helping others through those higher ways, but I couldn't apply it to myself. So the moonwashing, creating the moonwash, and then retreating, because it was all pre-made and put on the internet, I was able to then really process my own journey, if that makes sense, rather than just keep processing others. So I created a metaphorical laundry so that everyone could do their own dirty laundry in there, including me. So I wasn't only, I say stuck doing sessions, because for the last few years it felt like I was stuck and that I had to apply the wisdom to myself. So this is the first live video. All the pre-made videos and writings in the Moonwash are of me 2 years ago, and I've changed a lot. I've lost 12 kilos. I don't know, I'm a lot calmer, a lot more patient, and I genuinely trust the wisdom that came through me. Whereas before I was saying it, but I couldn't apply it to myself, and now I have. So this is live. I don't think there's going to be anybody watching me. Because I haven't told anyone this is happening. It's spontaneous. I'll try and have a shower and wash my hair in future, but I wanted to test it out and see how it went and just see what came out of my mouth, because I'm an oracle reader. When I put myself on the spot like this, and when I give readings and people ask me questions, things come out. So in making a live spontaneous video, I'm also giving myself the chance to let what wants to come out. And the idea is that I will be making these videos every 2 weeks about what I feel is happening on a planetary level. And if you want to join the Moonwash, you're very welcome, which gives you tools to be able to release your old self, your stuck self, you could say your third dimensional self, or the cocoon self that I talk about in there. But these live videos are going to be totally free and totally based upon what I feel we're going through as a collective. The tool is there if you want to use it, but of course, if you've got your own tools, if you're meditating, if you're doing yoga, then carry on as you are and just benefit from these videos. So yeah, we've just come through a Virgo new moon. Now I'm not an astrologer at all, but I follow astrology. Makes you look at yourself, doesn't it, doing a live video? I follow astrology and I love to study it, and I find myself realizing just how in sync things are and how much guidance I can gain and reassurance I can gain from watching astrologers. And on my website, goddessa-ibiza.com, if you click on the higher perspective page or the astrology page, you'll see links to everyone that I love to follow. So do have a look on there. That's also free information. Virgo new moon, from what I gather, is about us all. It's very poignant, because this is what the Moonwash does. It so Virgo is very much physical, it's earthly. So a new moon is about coming through into new stages. So this new moon is about coming into new physical ways of living. So new rhythms, new cycles, new routines, maybe a new job, or a new way of looking at your job, a new way of looking at your relationship, or a new relationship. It's where our physical life starts to change. So I think it's quite relevant that the first ever Moonwash video I do is in the Virgo new moon of 2019. We can all see what a kind of mess the world's in, and how physical life is getting more and more difficult for most people. Even if you've got a lot of money, you can't protect yourself from the emotional challenging times we're in, with so much bad going on in the world, you could say, as humans become more and more attached to physical life, to buying things, to over consuming, really. You can't escape seeing it in the news. I don't really watch the news, but I hear it in my community. I have a local cafe and I hear people talking about the challenges and the, this duality that we're in: politicians fighting politicians, corporations fighting corporations, employees having to work in laborious and tiring ways. And that it is like, it's becoming so bad, I think, for a lot of people, that times are going to have to change. And the prophecies have told us that this was always going to happen. So what I feel we're all going collectively through at the moment is this kind of awakening and realization that we are actually, my battery, we are actually all in this together, whatever country we're in. And England's sort of trying to separate from Europe, etc. But fundamentally, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the oxygen we breathe, we're all part of the same system, and we need to protect the system that feeds us all. So I think, especially for conscious humans, and I presume you're one of those, otherwise you wouldn't have got this far into this recording, as conscious, awakened, or awakening humans, we are more so now than ever recognizing our one problem, and the solution is that we all work together and see our joint problems and find ways of working together. It doesn't necessarily mean that governments have to join, like Britain wants to extricate from the European system. But it does mean we have to have conversations that help us all see our common dilemma and our common opportunities to take care of our planet. So I think we're all, I think collectively we're all kind of going, oh my God, we've been running and running and running into this future of a perfect human life, devoid of challenge, wealthy, beautiful, protected in our homes, in our cars. We're stuck on the internet with so much to watch, so much music, so many films. It's so much. And yet, for many people, having a lot of what they thought they wanted, we're all starting to look at the planet and think, is this what we should all be doing? Is this the right way round? Or are we dominating a system that is so precious, and is going to diminish if we don't start changing our lifestyle? So a lot of countries are banishing single use of plastic. Apparently, Bali is just almost devastated by plastic, and we're seeing plastic in the water here in Ibiza now, and we can think, oh well, it's not happening too much here, but it will. It will come here and it will go everywhere, and it's going to be our own mess that we're swimming in. And that's, we've got mess within us internally, but now the mess, we can see it on the outside. It's a mirror of what's going on inside us. So I think there's a big messy wake up going on, and we can get scared about, well, how are we going to survive if we're not living that way? We're safe in this modern life. We're building bricks and mortar, as we say in Britain. We're building homes, we're building wealth, we're building security, career. But what if that isn't really security? What if that is not only damaging the planet, but it's damaging our health? I think that's what many awakened humans are going through, like a crossroads. If I keep going forwards like this, it's going to harm the planet. But if I change, how am I going to survive? So I think this Virgo new moon is giving us a chance to say, well, for now at least, to survive, I need to just be making some more gentle self-loving decisions. Maybe I can't change my whole life because I don't know how that would work out, but can I put in some new disciplines in my day that I'm taking the edge off this stressful, laborious life of mine? And something that I include in all of my programs is, you know, this like short yoga sessions, meditation sessions. They don't have to be very long. They can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just little spaces where you get to breathe. Today, actually, we launched a new yoga, personalized Moonwash yoga video for the first time from a very good friend of mine who lives in Bermuda, and she has curated a special new moon video to help us get into that fluidity in the body, and to not just follow the instruction of a yoga teacher who cannot possibly create a practice to suit everybody, but with Ashley you learn this more somatic feeling sense, so you can move your body how you can move it. You know, your hips are different to mine, your shoulders are different to mine, your neck length is different. How can you find space? How can you find movement to suit your body? And that is what we're facing at the moment, is we've all got to kind of do the same thing, which is self-care and care of the planet, but we are unique. So what is it that I need? This is something that I think we have to ask it ourselves every morning. Okay, I've got to go out, I've got to go and pay the rent, I've got to look after my children, but what do I need in order to be able to do that? Because it's getting harder for me to be able to do that. So ask yourself that, and I think collectively this will become much more of a strong message over the next 3 months. We're all going to be feeling a step back, a step in, and we're questioning our lifestyle. We're questioning what we're doing to the planet, but we're not fully clear about how we would move forwards in another way. So just take that breath, stick with self-care for now, and then other things will start to piece together. I'll make another video in a couple of weeks' time. But meanwhile, I wish you flow. I wish you softness. I wish you more and more connection to your own intuition, which is going to take you through this process. Requires your receptivity, your listening within. And I wish you a wonderful transition into the full moon, and I will speak to you just after the full moon probably, and I'll get used to what these videos are all about and how I communicate and how I let you all know this is happening live. So love from the Moonwash headquarters. Please subscribe to the channel, share with anybody, and let me know your comments, although I know this video is very